Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I'm Lawrence Presman, the Prez, co-founder of Wager Talk Media, and today on Puck Time, Carmine, Bianco, and Alex B. Smith, we're going to take apart 4 games in depth. Then we're going to get to the last minute of play where we take a quick look at all the other games. 13 games on the card today. We got a couple of great promos for you all. It should be an awesome show. Let me bring in our guests. Hey, Carm, how are you, buddy?
Doing good, man. My babysitting days are over. For the last 10 days, I've been watching my brother-in-law's 2 birds, the dog, his 5-year-old, or my 5-year-old niece. So I'm free now to go hit the sports bars and watch some games. 13 games tonight, man.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you heard the show yesterday, but I told everybody about the butter tart situation. I did get you 6. They're now down to 4. My dog ate 1.5, and I admit that I ate the other half, which my daughter said was disgusting, given that my dog had slobbered all over it. But they're butter tarts, damn it. I have to eat it.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of butter tarts. So once this show once we're done, I will hop in the car and zip on by to pick them up.
Carm, a bunch of Americans commented, I don't think Americans know what butter tarts are. Alex, are you familiar?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
How crazy is that?
Really?
No.
Never heard of a butter tart. Like pecan tarts, butter tarts.
It's like a variant of a donut, or
oh my God.
I will post a picture later on Twitter. Okay. Maybe you guys call it something else, but yeah, a butter tart.
Probably. I've never heard of it.
Wow.
Guys, I watched The Great Hack last night on Netflix, and I'll tell you, that is a documentary that is absolute must-see. Everybody actually needs to take a couple of hours out of their lives and watch that documentary. It's important. Either of you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it. My next Netflix thing will be on Saturday when I watch The Irishman.
Yeah, when is it out?
Yeah, I got to see that
On Saturday.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch it as well.
23rd.
But I'm telling you guys, you have to check out The Great Hack. It is mind blowing, absolutely mind blowing. Boys, quick promotion, and then we'll get to it. I just want to make mention. Dave Koken is an insane 65% this college football season. Those numbers are so good. I took $100 off of his the rest of his college football season and bowl games. $279 for everybody. Just head over to wagertalk.com. Use the promo code Koken279. And 60, I am so sick. And 65% is ridiculous. Let's get to it. Alex, I'll go to you first. Pittsburgh hosting the Islanders tonight. The over and under came out at 6. It's now down to 5.5. The Islanders, they lost a game to this very team, Pittsburgh, but they lost it in OT. They haven't lost a regulation game in like close to a month. And yet here they are. They find themselves in a revenge situation as the dog. Alex, where are you going with this?
Yeah, I'm going with the Islanders here in this spot. Like I said, 13-1 the last 14 games. They've earned points in all 14. And like I said, they get a chance to get a rapid revenge spot against the Pittsburgh team. Missing Sidney Crosby, even though they were able to get the 6-1 win against your Leafs in their last game. This offense has just been up and down all year. And I thought for sure that this team would be able to kind of bounce back early without Crosby, but it seems like it's just going to be a real up and down battle. This Islanders team right now, I've been on them the last 3 games since they lost to Pittsburgh. No way I'm going to get off that train right now.
And I agree, Carmen, especially without Sidney Crosby. I mean, why get in the way of this Islanders team? You can get them at a small plus price tonight.
It's unbelievable that they are a dog, but they're in Pittsburgh, so I can understand it. But they've picked up 27 of a possible 28 points. And at the end of the year, when teams are battling for that 7th, 8th, and 9th spots, the Islanders won't be one of those teams because they are stockpiling points now. They're playing fantastic hockey. It literally is, as I said before, under this Trot system, just give the team nothing, force them to make mistakes, and then capitalize. Yeah, they lost that game to Pittsburgh in overtime, and it's one of those things where if you want to look for excuses or come up with like a narrative, the Islanders were up 3-0. Sometimes when you get up 3-0, you start to coast and you let things slide, and maybe they did. Pittsburgh picked up some momentum, scored 3 goals, sent it to overtime. It's similar to what happened in that Boston and Florida game. Sometimes you just pick up momentum, but Pittsburgh's struggling. I said this was going to be in the look ahead. It was going to be tough for them over the next 7 days with this long-term Crosby injury, playing New Jersey twice, the Islanders twice, and the Leafs once. Okay, well, they disposed of the Leafs. I understand that, but they did lose a battle to New Jersey, and that's the type of battle they're going to get tonight. A low-scoring, I think, a low-scoring game. You talked about that 6. When I saw that 6 last night, I thought that's not going to last. It's got to be 5.5. Wish I had taken it at 6. I didn't, so I'm not going to take it at 5.5. But for me, it's the Isles or nothing tonight.
He's Carmine Bianco. You can find him at wagertalk.com. Alex B. Smith from Sports Memo. Guys, fun game in Florida tonight, hosting Philadelphia. Philadelphia's lost 3 in a row. It all started with my 5-unit play on Friday against Ottawa. They lost 2-1. And Florida, this Florida team is pesky. I mean, they're kind of like the opposite of Arizona. They're getting it done, but getting it done very differently. Florida has won 3 of their last 4. The total here is 6.5. I'm not going to be betting this game, Alex. I don't have any thoughts, really.
Yeah, it's a pass for me as well. I mean, you got a Florida team. Like I said, they've been a lot of high-scoring games. You look at the last 4, it's been 7 or more goals total combined. But Philly's offense has kind of fallen off a little bit. They did score 3 against the Islanders, but before that, 1 goal against Ottawa, 1 goal against Washington. This is a tough handicap here. And like I said, there's better spots on the board, so I'm staying away from this one.
Carm, do you have anything on this Florida Flyer game?
Yeah. Going back to your Ottawa game, I know you don't want to relive that, but the Flyers completely dominated the first 2 periods, held Ottawa to, I think, 12 or 13 shots on goal through 2 periods. It's getting that second goal, getting up to 2-0. They couldn't do it, and what happened. It's one of those things, again, where I talk about like the Flyers, much like the Winnipeg Jets. If they can get you to play their game, and the Flyers game has got to be a grind it out, win it 2-1, 3. And play their game. They could steal this one tonight. At first look, when I looked at this game last night, I thought, 6.5. This actually looks. The numbers I thought were like leaning me to taking the over, but then I thought back to I had to do a double take. The Philadelphia-Washington game, which I had last week, I had over 6.5. The game finished 2-1 in overtime. And I had similar thoughts on that game as to tonight. So that one didn't go that way. This one's a pass for me. If anything, I would try and take some plus money with the Flyers here and see if they can steal one in Florida.
Guys, just really quick, I'm going to do a scroll change. Dave Koken, as I said, 65% on the college football season. You can get the rest of his college football and bowl games for $279. Use the promo code 279. That's 279. Scroll change. There you go. Boys, the New Jersey Devils, winners of 2 in a row and 3 of their last 4. They finally got rid of Corey Schneider, who is just a complete and utter disaster. They're at home hosting the Boston Bruins, and the Boston Bruins find themselves in a slump. They've lost 6 of 7 games, including a shootout in Washington. Look, if something ails you, play the New Jersey Devils. With that said, this team is obviously playing better hockey. Alex, you think the dog's a little live here?
Slightly, but I still wouldn't trust New Jersey. I mean, they've been, like I said, okay, getting some wins against Montreal, Pittsburgh, as I mentioned, team that looked completely lost, especially in that game, that 2-1 game where New Jersey scored early, and it was just kind of a whole lot of nothing until New Jersey put it away at the end of it. Boston, of course, having injury issues. Patrice Bergeron questionable. Torrey Krug still out. If anything, I would look at the first period over here. You're only laying $1.30 with the goal and a half there. Like I said, Blackwood's now the guy. Louis Domingue was called up to replace Corey Schneider, but Blackwood will get the start net. He's been a bit shaky as well, so Boston's definitely going to try and push the tempo early here. So the only thing I would look at would be the first period over.
Yeah, I like that bet. Carm, what do you think?
I have a look ahead section, and Devils are on it as a team that looks like they're about to go on a good win streak. I understand you look at it, they won their last two, and you say, okay, well, they lost to Ottawa. Yeah, but that was their first game back off a West Coast trip, and it was a 5-game trip. They beat Pittsburgh, they beat Montreal. You look at their off this month, all East Coast games: Detroit, Montreal twice, Minnesota, which is at home, Buffalo, and the Rangers. All winnable games, and those are all games that they should win. So it starts with Boston tonight. If they can get that momentum going, and this is a beat up Bruins squad, we could be looking sometime at next week, and we're like, how did the Devils win 7 or 8 in a row now, and we didn't get on it? So I think they're live tonight just because of the fact that the Bruins, as Alex mentioned, have injuries to deal with. And this is one of those games at home, similar to what they did against Pittsburgh. Start to grind out the wins.
Guys, Columbus hosting Montreal. This Montreal team, man, 11-5 on the season. A super fast team skating wise. They're on the road. The over and under in this game is 6. And, Columbus has put a nice winning streak together. They won their last game. For Columbus, that's a winning streak. Montreal, though, I mean, this team has won 3 of 4, 4 of 6. They've won 7 of 10. With all that said, I like Columbus here, Alex.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, Columbus did lose to this Montreal team just a week ago in a 3-2 game. So obviously revenge might be on their minds, but this is a Columbus team. I mean, they've just been playing some bad hockey as of late. Montreal is a much better home team than road team. So this would probably be a game where I'd maybe look at the regulation draw. I would be shocked to see this one going to overtime.
Alex B. Smith with us. You can find him at Sports Memo. And guys, if you listened to yesterday's show, the Prez, that'd be me, gave out Boston -2.5. No, not Boston.
Washington.
What?
Washington
-2.5 plus 200 and the under in the second game. Nice night for me yesterday, that's for sure. Guys, I want to read all this. I want to read this stuff to you. Tony Finn, I'm going to talk about Tony Finn every day this week. I'm telling you that right now. Tony is on a 12-4 all sports run. He's also 60% in his last 70 plays. But more importantly than that, Tony is 70% on the NFL season. 70%. He has 32 wins and 14 losses. And if you think that's an aberration, Tony is 61% in NFL in the last 6 years. Those numbers are ridiculous. He is up in every single sport. And I took $100 off of his month package. It's regularly $325. Head over to Wager Talk. Use the promo code Tony225. That's Tony225. I'm going to be pushing the crap out of Tony all week. And the bottom line is, I think what's so funny, Carm?
Nothing. It's okay. It's all good.
No, go ahead.
It just you make me sound like a 12-year-old. Yeah, just the pushing the crap out of Tony. I don't know. It just kind of sounded funny, but it's kind of like when I record my videos, I have to re-record them because I say, guys, head over to Wager Talk and grab my package. and then it just doesn't sound right. So, what can I tell you?
Well, grab Tony's package, everybody. Tony 225. Boys, it's the last minute of play. Buffalo minus 110 against Minnesota. I don't know how you can't take Buffalo here, Alex.
No, it's the only way I'd be looking at would be Buffalo as well. Wild have been terrible, especially on the road, and this is a cheap price for the Sabres, so Sabres money line.
Carm,
any thoughts on that game, quick?
Yeah, Minnesota took a lot of money this morning, which shot that line from the Sabres minus 125 down to 110. Sabres are in a tough stretch, 7 games in the next 11 days. So they better get a win here because it's going to be a long haul from here.
Brilliant game in Detroit. They're hosting Ottawa. This Ottawa team's playing a hell of a lot better, and Detroit's playing better too. Total is 6, minus 120 for Detroit. I'm passing on this game, Alex.
The under has trended immensely with these two teams. 2-13-1 the under the last 16 meetings. So we know how Ottawa and Detroit can have moments where their offense is just non-existent. I expect an under here tonight.
Carm, any quick thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I am going to pass on this one, but this is a perfect time for one of our followers on Puck Time, who always comments, to wish him a happy birthday, to Terry.
Yes, and actually I had a note here to wish Terry happy birthday. I don't know how old you are, Terry, but I'm pretty sure it's younger than me. Carm will eat a butter tart for you. Dallas minus 145 hosting Vancouver. I love this Dallas team. I like them in regulation tonight, Alex.
Yeah, Dallas finally getting on the roll, and Vancouver's been slumping a little bit. I mean, the offense has got hot and cold, but this is a Dallas team hard to fade against them right now, especially at a decent price.
Carm?
Canucks are heading for a losing streak, as I predicted about a week ago, and it started. I gave out Dallas as a free play on Wager Talk, so I am sticking with that. I'll lay the short price with Dallas 140.
Chicago 9-7 on the year, plus 105 against Carolina at home with a total of 6.5. I'm passing on this one too, Alex.
Another birthday to wish. Happy birthday to Patrick Kane. He turns 31 today, and he's been on a hot streak. 9 games. He's got 8 goals and 9 assists. Hawks finally on a roll, won 4 in a row, and got points in each of the last 5. I expect that to continue tonight against Carolina.
Carm?
I'm going to go opposite of Alex here. Hurricanes for me tonight. I just think they're going to start picking up a bit of steam as well, too.
Alex, St. Louis hosting Tampa Bay. 6.5 is the total. It's basically a pick 'em. Tampa Bay is slightly favored, minus 125. This Tampa Bay team has been a bit disappointing at 9-6, but they're going to go on a massive run. What do you like in this one?
Yeah, I look at Tampa Bay here. I mean, they did lose their last game against Winnipeg, but it seemed like that trip they took to Sweden really went for them, especially on offense. So they put up 9 goals against the Rangers. This is a spot here where I think Tampa Bay will be able to take care of business on the road.
Carmine and Bianco.
Yeah, even with if Binnington's starting, they haven't named the goalies. Even if Binnington's starting, this is a great bounce back spot for the Lightning at a very short price. And like you said, Lawrence, they're about to go on a run as well too. They have too much quality not to.
Yeah, and talking about a run, I mean, Winnipeg has already started to put one down, and Nashville at some point is going to turn it around. A 9-7, disappointing for them as well. Total here is 6.5. Nashville is a massive favorite. Alex, I'm not going to bet this game, but if I were, I would take Winnipeg here at plus 155.
Yeah, I would take a shot with Winnipeg here too. They've won 4 of the last 5. Because Nashville is slumping, and the defense has been horrendous. They've been giving up goals. So the only way I would look here would be the Jets.
Carmine?
Yeah, I'll give you credit. You took the Winnipeg Jets in a good spot at a good price when they beat Florida in Florida. And they got about 150 there. Nashville's struggling right now. Lost 6 of 7. Same thing as last year. They won 13 of 16 out of the gate and then won 40% of their games over the next 27. They're just such a streaky team. Dog at a price here.
Calgary minus 135 against Colorado. Calgary just came off a 6-0 loss to the Vegas Golden Knights, and this team is baffling to me. They are so full of talent. They are so fast. I think maybe we should just swap coaches, the Leafs and Calgary. Well, anything to get rid of Babcock. They're hosting Colorado. I am enamored with Colorado. I think Colorado is the team most likely to win the Stanley Cup. I'm going to pass here, but again, I would lean on the dog. Alex?
Yeah, Colorado. I mean, of course, once they get some of their guys back that out from injury, they're going to be a sharp team once again. You got the best team in the league with the first period over against the worst team in the league the first period over. With Calgary, like I said, coming off of that road trip, I could see them. They might have a propensity to let in some goals. So I'll take the Avalanche in the first period over.
And the Leafs. Oh, wait, Carm, what are your thoughts on this Colorado-Calgary game?
Alex took right out of that first period over. I like that first period over. Nothing much else in this game. So let's move on.
Vegas hosting the Leafs. Man, like I'm watching TV in Toronto, and everyone is up in arms over this Leafs team, and rightfully so. They're so soft. Their defense stinks. Barry doesn't fit in. Their coach needs chapstick really badly and also should be fired. I like the over in this game, Alex.
Yeah, I like the first period over. You got to shop around. You can find some 1.5, so you can take the plus price with a 2. But I think either way, we're going to see some goals early and often in this one. Two struggling teams that need to turn things around.
It pains me to say this because you're a Leaf fan, but when teams are struggling like the Leafs, five losses, they have allowed 21 goals. When you go on one of these extended road trips, sometimes it's the best thing to do to get out of town, where the media here in Toronto is just unrelenting, and get on the road and string some wins together. And look at, they've got Vegas, Arizona, Colorado, Detroit, and Buffalo. I hate to say it, that's actually a winnable schedule, because this Vegas team has been up and down all year. Colorado, still some injuries. Arizona, you just don't know what they're going to bring every single night. And then you got Detroit, Buffalo, and then home to Buffalo. I'm taking the Prez to that game November 30th. I'll be sparking out the 50th anniversary Eichel jersey for that game. But Leafs can go on a bit of a run here on this road trip. If they can pick up 3 wins, maybe 4 wins, the media will be like, all is forgotten about Babcock until the next losing streak.
San Jose minus 140 against Edmonton. I like Edmonton. I always like Edmonton. I think this Edmonton team is really good, and I think they are going to just be so fast against this slow San Jose team. Plus 120, over and under 6.5. I like the over too, Alex. I like the dog in the over.
I'm not really feeling anything in this game, but I will mention, if you go to sportsmoma.com, I'm the $2 handicapper of the day, so you can grab my play over there for just $2. This game, I'm not really liking anything here, so it's a pass.
Carmine, Bianco, my good friend.
I believe the Oilers are a very live dog here. I know you're only getting about 125 on them, but likely Koskinen in net tonight, 7-1-2. The guy's been very good. And, and the fact that they just went to San Jose, and I know they lost 6-3, but this Oilers team is going to score some goals. I'm taking them tonight, plus the $1.25.
Okay, boys, we got ourselves a show in the can. Alex B. Smith, Carmine Bianco, thanks both of you for joining Puck Time. Tomorrow is Buster and Andrew. Guys, make sure to use the promo code Tony225. He's probably the best handicapper across all sports at any of the sites that we're involved in. And that's consistently last year, the year before, and on and on and on. I took $100 off of his monthly package, promo code Tony225. Boys, thanks for doing this. And I got to go tape the college football betting show with Dave Koken and Teddy Covers.